Hey everybody, it's Miss Jen, and I and my dog Tulip would like to invite you on an adventure we're going on. We're going to find an Illinois prairie. Why are we looking for a prairie? Well, the third week in September is Illinois Prairie Week, and as most of you know, Illinois is known as the Prairie State. So what is a prairie? A prairie is basically a relatively flat grassy land with forbs or wildflowers. Forbs can be short, like this little black-eyed Susan. Forbs have broad leaves and a flexible stem. They can be very tall, 6 to 10 feet, like this sawtooth sunflower with its jagged tooth leaves. Where do we find the prairies? Well, not in that bush, Tulip. They're kind of hard to find right now. Back in 1850, there was 22 million acres of prairie land in Illinois, as seen by the white area on the left of your screen. Now there is only 2,300 acres. As you can see, there is no white on the right-hand side of your screen. What is it? All that yellow is farmland. Most of it being going to our bumper crop, which is corn. There are other crops like barley and soybeans and wheat. What else did the farmers do on the prairie? Well, they built their sod homes. Prairie grass helped keep the mud together, and they were able to form bricks and form these lovely houses. So, where do we find these prairies? Well, Tulip is heading in the right direction. We have to go to some untouched land. And where do we find that? In old cemeteries. There are people in the cemetery that were born in the 1800s. Outside of the cemetery, you can see the Kentucky bluegrass. And if we go to the front of the cemetery, you can see the tombs in the back there, and this is all natural prairie. Now, prairies are burnt at least every other year to keep the foreign weeds out and to help fertilize the soil. You can see here there's some switchgrass and some witchgrass and a lot of goldenrod, which Miss Jen does not care for. There's also a nice prairie in Westchester. This is the Wolf Road Prairie. And there's one not far from us. It's a Ty Warner Prairie. And you can see a lot of this prairie drop seed grass. As you can see, those flexible stems just blowing in the wind. There's some more grasses at Ty Warner Park. There's some more of that Kentucky bluegrass, switchgrass, all bendable, flexible stems. The first plant I'd like to show you is called the compass plant. And the compass plant is very tall. It looks like it's maybe 7 to 8 feet tall. Okay, and it's called the compass plant because if we get a little closer, we can see it's got these, very rough too. It's almost like sandpaper, their leaves. But they have a lot of shape to them. And if you look, it's called the compass plant because their leaves point north and south for the most part. And it looks like they are. And this gives them the most sun. Okay, and they grow very tall. Now, they grow maybe 8 to 10 feet, and their roots probably go down about 10 to 12 feet. But they're pretty cool. And if I can get in close, maybe you can see the little hairs on there. Now, if I were to break one of these open, there's a white gum-like substance inside, and the Indians would actually chew that, and pioneers would chew that inside of this plant like gum. This is a milkweed plant, and it's got real thick leaves, and you can get these like little pods that will dry out and open up, and all their seeds will scatter. Some kind of bug on there now. But if you kind of bend the milkweed a little here, I don't know if you can see, hopefully, right here, that's the inside of the branch. There's like a milky substance, hence the milkweed. The insect that really likes the milkweed is the monarch butterfly, which is the state bug. Okay, here's another prairie flower, although this one is not in a prairie. I couldn't find it at Tywarner Park, but I saw it here in our apartment complex. And this is called a prairie dock. And this has got to be, at least 8 feet tall. Got a nice, almost a tree-like stem, but flexible. And inside that stem there's like kind of a gooey resin. Okay, and it also has very broad green leaves at its base, as you can see. Now I heard that on a hot day, and it's pretty hot today, that if you touch them, which I'm going to do, they actually feel cool to the touch. I'm going to touch one here. And the center has it's very cold. It would be refreshing to have one of those on me, but they're again kind of sandpapery, like the compass flowers were. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. I hope you picked up a few fun facts about the Illinois prairie and its wildflowers, and I hope that you will go out and enjoy some of the beautiful plants that we have in Illinois. You don't have to go to a prairie or a park. You can just walk around in your neighborhood and see the nice tall grasses like I have over here. Shopping malls have them. They're all over the place in Illinois. So get out there and enjoy. If you stick around another minute or two, I have a slideshow of some other flowers that I was not able to capture when I was in the prairies. So take care everyone, be safe.